Hello, and in today's video we're doing Premier League predictions for match week number 5 of the 2022 to 23 season. I'm doing my FPL preview video at exactly on deadline 6 o'clock, so tune in for that on my FPL Yellow Army channel. That's when that will be coming. But we're doing predictions for match week number 5, midweek action, back for a new season in the Premier League, and let's look at how we got on in last week's predictions. So in last week's predictions, I can't lie, we did pretty well. Very happy with it. It could have gone a lot better, I can't lie, but also it was good enough for me to be satisfied. So easy stuff. But make sure you do smash a like on the video. Get in the score predictions for the comment section. See what you're predicting for these games this game week. I mean, honestly, there are some very fascinating games this week, and I don't know which way they're going to swing. Like, there's a lot that could be very, very fruity indeed. So let's see what happens. But as I say, let's look back at how I got on last week. So firstly, I predicted Saints 2, United 3. It was 1-0 United, so 5 points. Lovely jubbly. Bruno Fernandes with the goal. Good win for United, ultimately. Brentford-Everton, I said 2-1. It was 1-1, so no points for me there. I thought Brentford would win that game. Brighton against Leeds, 2-0 Brighton is what I went for. I mean, that was a very good win for Brighton in the end, 1-0, but at least I got the right result. Chelsea-Leicester, I said 2-2. Chelsea won 2-1, so just about not quite what I predicted. So again, no points. Liverpool 4, Bournemouth 0. It was, of course, 9-0 in a record-breaking scoreline. Unbelievable from Liverpool and terrible from Bournemouth. And Scott Parker has been sacked as Bournemouth manager, so interesting stuff there. Man City against Palace, I sent a 2-1 victory for City. It was 4-2 in the end, but Palace started amazingly and City had to really dig in. But Haaland with a hat-trick, and what a player he is, really unbelievable. Villa against West Ham, I said a 2-1 West Ham. It was 1-0 West Ham with Pablo Fornals with the goal. He scored both home and away against Villa last season, scores again. And it was a bit lucky goal, but West Ham will take it. They needed that result with no goals and no points up to that game. And then Wolves-Newcastle, 3-1 Newcastle. I thought Newcastle was superb against Man City, and I thought they would carry that on. But, Wolves got the point. Ruben Neves with a great strike, but then an even better strike from Alan St-Maximin, who apparently people were saying is an injury doubt for this weekend's trip to Anfield. And then Forest against Spurs, I said a 3-1 Spurs. It was 2-0, so correct goal difference there. 5 points. Lovely stuff. So, to be honest, I'm actually really happy with that. Got a few correct results there, including the Brighton game, the Liverpool game, the City game, and a bang-on prediction, Arsenal 2, Fulham 1. Thank you very much. That's a 7-pointer. So, yeah, really, really good stuff. So we ended up getting a total of about 10 points in games on Sunday. And then in the games on Saturday, we got ourselves around about, 16, 20, 21. Yeah, 21 points. So really, really nice this week. Very good score from us. So yeah, 31 points is how we finished the week. And I don't think I'll be able to top that this week. But let's see if we can do just that in match week number 5. So match week number 5, the fixtures are as follows. To start off the midweek action, we've got Crystal Palace against Brentford at Selhurst Park. We've also got a Fulham against Brighton, Southampton, Chelsea, with rumours of Reece James being out injured with no pictures of him in training. Leeds against Everton, that's an interesting one. Bournemouth against Wolves is on Wednesday. Villa against Arsenal is at the Emirates. City against Forest. West Ham taking on Spurs in a London derby. And then Liverpool hosting Newcastle. And then we end the week with Leicester City hosting the Red Devils, Manchester United. So let's start with that game, Palace-Brentford. That is a game I can see being quite tight. Two good defences when it comes to it. But I think that actually, when all said and done, I think Palace can win this game. I think Palace, they've been quite good over the last couple of seasons. Vieira, I think, has come in and done a good job. Brentford, on the other hand, started the season really well. With that draw against Leicester, they will be disappointed to have not got the result against Fulham. But all that considered, I think Brentford away from home they've got to be better. They've got to be better, and they've got to get their first away wins. So as good as I've just said Palace I think Brentford win this one. Palace 1, Brentford 2. And then I'll say Fulham 1, Brighton 1. I think Fulham can really put up a fight against that Brighton team that look good, but ultimately Fulham look really good as well. Southampton, Chelsea. It's going to be a tight one, I think. I don't think it's going to be an easy as is on paper for Chelsea. Southampton, though, have been quite poor, to be fair. But Chelsea, not that convincing. But the win, nonetheless, against Leicester, with first couple of goals for Raheem Sterling. But yeah, they'll just edge out Southampton 1-0 here. Leeds, Everton. This could be a good game for Leeds. I think Everton defensively are pretty poor this season. So Leeds 2, Everton 1. Villa away to Arsenal. That's going to be a tough trip to Steven Gerrard, who's under pressure as manager, with not Dean Smith, at Vitality, Scott Parker's Bournemouth struggling, and he got sacked. It's also a big moment for Steven Gerrard and for Frank Lampard, and also, of course, we would imagine Brendan Rodgers is feeling the heat right now. So I think it's a big game for Villa, but I don't see them getting anything from it. Arsenal have been superb. So many good results, and they're top of the table. So Arsenal 3, Villa 1. Bournemouth, Wolves. This could be a game that's tighter than we think, because I don't think Wolves have been fantastic this season. But, Bournemouth, they got a new manager. It's going to be their, kind of assistant manager or temporary manager in charge of this one. But I think Wolves win this 2-0 away from home. City, Forest. You feel for Forest because they actually played really well against Spurs, but ultimately weren't clinical enough. And Spurs, they weren't superb in the performance, but they just got the job done. City, though, they do more than just get the job done. They tear teams apart when they need to. So, they came back in great style against Palace. I think they're going to do that again. 3-1 City. Then we've got West Ham against Spurs. I think Spurs are just going to edge this. West Ham will be happy with last week, but I still feel there's still a few problems in defence. And, they'll hope that Emerson and Kehrer can fix those, but we will see. Spurs just to edge it, though. 1-0. And then Liverpool, Newcastle. This is, of course, the fixture with the most goals in Premier League history over the years. Two iconic clubs. Newcastle, really, really good against Man City. Not so much against Wolves, but they'll take the point. But they've got a lot of injuries this weekend. Wilson, possibly St. Maximan, definitely Guimaraes. So I feel Liverpool are going to fill their boots. Not as much as they did against Bournemouth, of course, but they're still going to win this game 3-0 in my opinion. And then Leicester against Man United. This is, of course, was the game that Jamie Vardy broke Premier League history with scoring 11 games in a row. Will he score tonight in this game? I don't think so. I think Man United, though, will get the job done. They've been a bit better since that win against Liverpool, and, a decent result against Southampton, even though they weren't superb United, but Southampton were just really poor. So Leicester are in a bit of a trouble right now. They're losing players. Fofana's gone to Chelsea, and they're not bringing anyone in. So I think United win this, but United haven't been superb either. So I'll say 2-1 away from home for the Red Devils. So those are my rapid-fire predictions for the midweek actions. Just thought I'd get that out so you can quickly comment your scores before the first kind of games kick off tonight. So get yours in the comment section below. No editing comments. I want to see your first comment and your only comment. But share this video around and retweet it, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. And get your score predictions for match week 5 in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.